No one is safe from the Mega Mac. That's what the purple substance, I believe, is called. And all the instruction manuals are and everything, whatever. But,
The Mega Mac.
yeah, that's what it says in Sonic 2. I don't know.
Interesting, interesting.
But, yeah, folks, we're back with Chemical Plant, looking a little sleeker, looking a little more white. The cityscape looking a little more blue. Something like that. Anyway, me and Kara were talking behind the scenes, and she clearly got something wrong in part 1. She had a brain fart, and she'd like to elaborate on that brain fart.
So sometimes when I record, I kind of just jumble up words and stuff. And I meant to say that Ray was my favorite because I love Ray. But for some reason, I guess, like I said Mighty instead. Like, Mighty's great, but Ray is my, favorite of the two. So I just wanted to elaborate on that.
Because I was so confused. I was like, no, I swear you love Ray so much. I've never heard you gush about Mighty in the same way. This is so weird to me. This is so alien to me.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you record, children.
No, my fans won't like that. Don't call them children.
What?
Clement, I am not a child. Stop calling us children. I am 29 years old. Oh.
Okay. People. Just...
Okay, people.
That's the other word I had in mind. But the TLDR is that I love Ray. He's a cute flying squirrel. And I still love Mighty, but Ray is my favorite. So if you're ever going into content creation, jot down some notes, because I like to improv and just say stuff on the fly.
Absolutely.
And we got the 4th emerald, so cool.
Hell yeah. I bet a lot of people are going to be very surprised by all the special stage ring locations that I'm showing them, because I actually went out of my way to look for them in Encore mode. Because they have a different layout, it was actually a little bit of an, it was a little bit of a thing to have to look for them. I was constantly playing through Chemical Plant 1 and Chemical Plant 2 over and over again. And when I found the special stage ring that we just played, I was like, oh my god. I even went to Mania mode to see if it was still there, and it wasn't. There is no open wall there in regular Mania mode. They opened up that wall for Encore mode. So you have to kind of hug walls again in Encore mode, because you never know this time around where they're going to put a special stage ring where they could not put a special stage ring before. It's very, very peculiar.
Mm-hmm. Minute 23, we're already at this boss.
Hell yeah.
What are you doing? Are they, like, twerking?
I was bopping my head to the music, because the music is so good.
Yes, the soundtrack in this game is amazing. I love the soundtrack so much. It's fantastic.
Well, we're on the topic. So, Sonic Mania. What are your thoughts on Sonic Mania? The whole package. Tell me.
I kind of have a personal story with Sonic Mania.
Okay.
So, and you know about it, but for those that don't know, I'm a huge classic Sonic fan. Sonic 3 is my favorite Sonic game. So when Mania was announced, I was pretty hyped.
Yeah.
And when I heard of Mania's release date, I was like, fuck, because I was in Japan at the time. And it would release while I was still there, which meant that I wouldn't have been able to play the game for 2 weeks. Which was super hard to avoid spoilers on Twitter. I swear, like I even DM'd Clement. I was like, "Hey, Clement, can you tell me which one of our friends is like spoiling Mania, because I need to mute them because I don't want to hear any spoilers about Mania." So,
and I was like, mute Lewis immediately. He won't shut up about it.
Yeah, like I was so anal about going into this game blind. I wanted to go into Mania like 100% blind and just play the game through. So I get back, I play Mania pretty much till like 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this game so much. Like, it is close to my ideal Sonic game. It is super, 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 super close. Like, the music's there, the level designs are there. The only gripe I have with it is that I wish there were more original stages, because my favorite levels from Mania are Mirage Saloon, Press Garden, Studiopolis. Like, I love those stages a lot.
Absolutely.
And I feel like had Mania had more original stages, if not if the entire game had original ideas for stages, then that probably would have inched it over Sonic 3 as my favorite game.
Yeah.
So this game makes me so happy. It takes me back to like me being a kid and playing Sonic games. It just means a lot to me. So yeah. How was that?
Very good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game, I played Sonic Mega Collection like all the time, you know, when I was in high school. I just played it constantly. I played through Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Knuckles on my off time so many times that I just memorized those games to death that like I could beat Doomsday like it's nobody's business whenever I finished that game. And yeah, Mania I have replayed a lot. I think I've replayed Mania must have been 30 times at this point.
I got you beat.
Like from start to finish, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, the month after this, like, I played the game for the first time, I maybe beat it like 50 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild. Like, I just kept doing playthroughs of this game over and over and over again because I couldn't believe that, like, this was a thing. Like, if they wanted to make, like, a Sonic 4, and I know Sonic 4 is, like, people have gripes with it, I think it's an okay game, but, like, this is an actual, like, continuation of, like, the classic Sonic formula. Like, it does a really good job at it.
Uh-huh. Also, I'm trying to go in alternate routes that I didn't go in with the regular Mania playthrough, so I'll try and show something different with this run. You're not going to see the exact same routes. So, yeah, enjoy that, everybody. Also, I am forgetting that they did add an extra special stage to the checkpoints. Like, we're not going to be doing Blue Sphere in Encore mode.
No.
But that's something I'll be showing off in Part 3. Don't worry, I do show it off. It's just right now I was focused only on the Chaos Emeralds. And oh no! I turned into Sonic! I didn't want to be Sonic!
Oh no! Where did Mighty go?
See, they put these replacement boxes everywhere, and sometimes when you're spin dashing around, you might accidentally run into it, and then whichever character you are gets cycled in with Knuckles or Tails or Sonic, and it's like, no, I want to stick with Mighty and Ray. It's been 24 years.
It's been 24 years!
They haven't been in the game in a long, long time, and I want them to have all the spotlight. And now look at Sonic, sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. Go home, you blue hedgehog. More like attention hog.
Hey, be nice to classic Sonic. He doesn't deserve this. Modern Sonic maybe does deserve that, but classic Sonic, no.
Have you played Forces?
Yes.
I think classic Sonic deserves a little punishment right now. Just a little.
Oh, right. Right, now that you mention it, this is the classic Sonic after Forces.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that with all your music and stages? Your Green Hill music? What was that?
Why wasn't T-Lopes doing your stages? God. Now we got our main man, Knuckles. The good thing about having Knuckles in Encore mode is you can take advantage of, like, all of his alternate routes and stuff. So if you want to plow through some of the secret walls that only he could go through, then have Knuckles in your group, and then you'll be fine. But okay, I gotta redeem myself, because I had a very embarrassing run in the original Mania mode. I was trying to get the trophy.
Are you sure you want to redeem yourself in front of the Puyo Master?
Look, I'm not saying I'm as good as you. But in the original run, I was trying to get the Triple Trouble trophy, which is, you know, get a 3-chain combo, and I let it build up so badly, and it was just, like, really embarrassing, and I'm just like, I gotta do better. I'm not going for a trophy this time, I'm just gonna play it. So I'm gonna really destroy Dr. Eggman now, yeah. But yeah, Karo's basically the Mean Bean puzzle queen.
Yep. I ran Mean Bean Machine in an emergency run for Fun the Charity Room this year.
Oh, right, right.
I've also beaten Komena Puyo before, just saying.
Don't destroy the mythology of the greatness that I am. 2, 3, 4. Get Get wrecked!
I am slightly impressed. Slightly impressed. Acceptable. That was acceptable.
There you go. See, I can be good at puzzle games when I try, kinda.
You probably kicked my ass in Puzzle League, though.
Oh, Kara, don't even try challenging me in that game. You will be destroyed. Don't. If you want to have any self-esteem, do not challenge me in Pokemon Puzzle League / Tetris Attack / Panel to Pawn. I am warning you. This is a hill I will always keep repeating in these videos. I will always broadcast this to the internet. That is my game. That is my jam, and I will be a god if you challenge me in it.
Can confirm, have seen him played. Please don't challenge him if you don't want to die.
Look at that. Mighty can destroy those Orbinauts like in one hit because of that ground pound. It's so good.
Yeah.
But now it's time to get another Chaos Emerald, and would you believe there's a special stage ring down here? Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Another one.
I have found so many in these 2 parts alone. And they're all over Encore mode, so you know, you're bound to find a whole bunch that I don't show off in this playthrough. Keep in mind, once I get all the Chaos Emeralds, I stop looking for them. There'll be some I come across, yes, but I'm not going to go out of my way to look for them. Also, the 6th Chaos Emerald might be the easiest in my opinion, just because of shortcuts. Like, there's no walls, so it's very easy to fall off, admittedly, yes. And the faster you go, the more crazy it gets, but I always catch up to this thing in Mach Speed 2, and I always feel like, if you just handle the shortcuts, you can catch up to this UFO super quickly.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, in my opinion, Special Stage 6, the easiest one in Encore mode.
Well, thank you for reassuring me once I get to Special Stage 6.
Awesome.
Well, you are Clement after all, which means something that's easy for you is probably medium to hard for me. Considering your Super Mario Maker 2 stages.
I thought the Winter Wonderland stage was going to be easy. I didn't realize that none of my fans are Mega Man players. I'm sorry.
It took me an hour to get through it. You call that easy?
An hour?
Yeah, it took me an hour!
Oh boy.
Your
oh,
bounce
boy.
Man stage took me like an hour and a half or something like that. Jesus Christ, Clement. Have some mercy on me.
It didn't seem that bad. It didn't seem that bad. By the way, you can find my Mario Maker 2 profile right here. I'm inserting it into the video right now if you own it for the Nintendo Switch. So now you too can see what we're talking about if you're curious.
Hey, plug my stage too.
Plug Karo stage? Okay.
Yeah, the amusement park one that I made in like an hour.
Here is Karo stage. Go play it. Ah, Studiopolis is so good.
I love Studiopolis. Do you remember when this was like revealed and like we heard Studiopolis' music for the first time? I was like, this sounds so much like Sonic CD, and Sonic CD's Japanese soundtrack specifically is my favorite in the series. So I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I need Mania now.
I remember that at reveal day. That was so good. I mean, obviously, I haven't really talked about this in the Mania playthrough, but the live stream that happened, that occurred when Mania was announced. You know, it was celebrating Sonic. It was the first sneak peek we got of Project 2017, which ended up being Sonic Forces. And it started off with some horrible technical issues.
I remember because we were like in the Skype like chat or whatever, and you were like, "Oh my god, my ears!" And I was like, "Jesus Christ, what's going on with the stream?"
There was just this loud, obnoxious buzzing, which again got reused for Studiopolis' Act 2 finale. But there's this really annoying buzzing, and it started out like really weird because it had like all of this like rave chow music.
Yeah.
Like, if the Chow Garden was like, at a dance club, you know?
That was Hyper Potions.
Yeah. Which made me think, like, oh man, the next game's gotta have a Chow Garden. It didn't.
Sad.
See, if Sonic Forces wanted to be like a 10 out of 10 for people, they would have included a Chow Garden. Then it doesn't matter what the main campaign's like. Chow Garden, so enough said, 10 out of 10.
But nope. But yeah, like, the buzzing, like, noise on that stream was so obnoxious, I had to mute the stream.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, this is awful.
They also, like, showed Sonic Mania a little earlier than they were supposed to. Because, like, first they started showing the trailer, like, without actually announcing it. Like, Sonic Mania's trailer turned on for a little bit, and it was like, oh, what is this? What is this?
Oh, right! I remember that! Yeah!
They cut it off, like, halfway through, and then they properly announced it, and then we got to see it for a second time, and it's like, oh, okay.
I remember my mouth dropping when I saw that trailer for the first time. The music in that trailer was so good.
Yeah.
Like, Hyper Potions to the track, beautiful. Nice.
I am so glad that Hyper Potions is making, like, legit music for Sonic games nowadays. Because, like, those trailers, those teasers for Sonic Mania were, like, the most hype things in the world. Like, I remember I would rewatch the initial teaser trailer, which was just Green Hill, which was just Studiopolis. Those were the only two zones it showed. But the song that accompanied what was going on in the trailer, it reversing through, like, the history of, like, all of Sonic's, you know, gamedom.
Yeah, I loved that effect so much. Like, the reversing of time and with the music, like, on cue going faster. Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like going through, like, Sonic Generations colors, going through Unleashed, going through Heroes, going through Sonic R, you know?
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And then they made another teaser. That started off in, like, black and white pencil sketch, where Sonic, like, pops into frame, and he's like, oh, what's going on? And then he starts running through Green Hill Zone. And, again, the Hyper Potion song that starts playing is so friggin' triumphant.
Yeah, Time Trials.
Oh.
That was the release date, like, trailer. Yeah.
It was so good. And again, it was one of those things, it's one of those things in gaming that I always feel bad about, where, like, sometimes there's always, like, these really awesome ads, these really awesome trailers. And then when you pick up the game, you don't get those trailers, you know, they just kind of disappear into the ether of the internet, lost to time.
Yeah.
Whereas I remember in, like, the GameCube era, it was a lot more convenient because of the memory size to, like, put in trailers or teasers leading up to a game's release, and they would, like, show you all these different things. Because wouldn't it be amazing if when you got Sonic Mania Plus, it had, like, all the teaser trailers on it that you could unlock as a bonus feature just to see how fun they were?
Yeah. Like, and those teasers were, like, really nice, too. I was gonna mention that what I liked a lot about the second trailer with the pencil sketch was there's a moment where they start sketching Sonic, and it's an abstract, like, Sonic, so it's just, like, the dotted eyes and the nose, and that's so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Fun fact, I met Tyson Hess last year at Sega Sonic Fan Jam, and a cute thing that he does with his signatures is that he'll add the doodle next to his name, and it's adorable. I loved it.
Those teasers were hype. And Encore mode even had one, too, because they actually had a trailer where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles go into the elevator, and then someone stops the elevator from going, and it's like, what? What was that? And then it opens, and it's Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel, and it's like, oh my god!
I was so happy, like, they were announced back for Mania, because again, it's been 24 years, but seriously, like, these are beloved Sonic characters, and it's really awesome to see that, like, they're getting some sort of spotlight again.
Yeah. I mean, some people won't understand that hype, I suppose, and even I kind of get it. It's like, yeah, they were in some pretty obscure games. Sega Sonic the Hedgehog was an arcade game. Not everyone's probably played that one. And then Knuckles Chaotix was a really mediocre Sonic title, or Knuckles title, technically, but it was a really mediocre Knuckles title on the Sega 32X. Very exclusive window kind of game to get, you know?
Yeah. Mediocre game, great soundtrack though. I like Knuckles Chaotix's soundtrack. That's a nice tune.
Yeah, it's fine. Everyone talks about Door into Summer, but I also like Speed Slider's track. I always thought that was pretty good.
I like this Horizon a lot. And Evening Star, that's also a really nice one.
Plus, Knuckles Chaotix has an awesome special stage. That's something I think should be brought back for like a less obscure Sonic game so that more people can enjoy it.
I mean, this isn't a Sonic game, but they did make reference to that in the OKKO Sonic cartoon.
Yeah.
Which I was super surprised about. I was like, did they just reference Knuckles Chaotix's special stage? Wow.
But ladies and gentlemen, I got all the Chaos Emeralds. Now Ray can become Super Ray.
Yes!
And I'm actually going to show it off for the rest of the stage, because why not? So let's do it!
Bum, 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 bum.
Nothing too crazy with their super forms. They just get a little bit more flashy. They can jump higher. Mighty's ground pound feels like it screen nukes everything, which I might be wrong about, but it feels like it does.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about it. They're invincible. They jump higher. It's what you're used to. They're really fast, you know.
You know what I kind of wished for the specials, like the super forms had in this game? Because, like, for Tails specifically, I kind of wish that the flickies were added to his super form, like they were in Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Because I always thought that was cute when I was a kid, and I thought they would add that back for Mania, but...
Also, I'm specifically going down this route just because I wanted to show you one of my backup rings, because I was like, if I missed, like, too many, here's a backup ring that I'm relying on.
Oh, look at you coming all prepared.
Hell yeah. I managed to get all the Chaos Emeralds before the very easy one that's in Flying Battery Zone, so yeah. And yeah, if you're trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds and you've already beaten the game, just replay Flying Battery Act 1. Very easy special stage ring right at the beginning of the stage.
Fly up his tails. You'll get it.
Sorry, Eggman, I just gotta keep trashing you with this particular boss fight. I don't know why, I just gotta. I'm not gonna keep being the super form through the majority of the playthrough. I just wanted to show it off as soon as I got it, but yeah. This will make sure that we get the good ending instead of the bad ending, which only a minor difference, but still. So yeah, we're good to go. We just gotta beat this thing in Encore mode, and then we're good to go for finishing Mania. Anyway, folks, Flying Battery returns again,
Again.
in part 3.